When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coat.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I pray on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Back man. 280!
Hey, watch the slam.
87, 87.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Straight 15. 81, 81. Here, shift.
Hey, here I come.
Let's fly two, let's fly two.
Here I come.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There we go, Pac-Man. 180! Run.
Keep it up. Check.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Tyson.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
80 weapon.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. General West.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Penny. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A little juke. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, come kill. Here, sit.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's put him on the bus.
Hey, Alpha.
Put that team on the bus. Hey, 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Now wins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun on 3rd down, wins. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Solid. Greystone, travel.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter. And so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, go. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
2nd and 6. And that's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Mike, 53.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Giants.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check three.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that's stuck. There on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
Hey, Sam off. Rock it. Hit it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. And Tate's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Now! Hey, Delta! Yo, go!
3, Mike. You run. 53's to Mike. 53, check 53.
Shoot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Ready up.
53, let's go one more.
Big rip.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He has a
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Giants.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check your hot read.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, echo.
55.
On first down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Bunch.
Watch twist.
Down the man inside, down the man.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You got time.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15 line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check. Lucky. Alert, flare. Hatch it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise again last year, pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20. To the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
What we got? Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. No.
Protein spill.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Wentz now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Towards the end zone, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Working from the gun, Wentz flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. Yo, he's coming. Double up. He's coming.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All day, every day, any day.
Lefty, lefty. Lefty, lefty.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
6-6, pull it high.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New York.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, exit.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Tackles.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Lion. Check. Ram.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Wentz, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
70, Indy.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, Barkley. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 9 now. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They'll try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check.
Here's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Wentz to throw.
Here we go.
Being chased out left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Trey 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his... And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Now Wentz. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is